Flashback. I really like you, Mireille. Dave, her classmate said and reached into his pocket, bringing out a beautiful necklace. Young Mireille felt her heart race. With James and Dante hovering all over her, no guy in school had been brave enough to ask her out, but Dave had just did so. What the fuck is going on here? Dante's voice cut them off just as Mireille stretched her hand forward to receive the necklace. Dave immediately withdrew his outstretched hands, fear flickering in his eyes as Dante came in between he and Mireille. Dante's eyes were lit with fury, and not getting a response from Dante made him groan in frustration. He grabbed the necklace from Dave's hands. You want to ask her out with his miserly necklace? He dropped the necklace on the floor and stomped his feet on it. No one, not you, not any other guy in this school is good enough for Princess. Stay away from her or I will have to make you stay in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. He threatened Dave, and the poor guy could only nod and run out of the garden. Dante's fury dissipated and he turned to face Mireille. Why don't you want me to have a boyfriend? I am so sick of you and James. Mireille hit his chest. They don't deserve you, and I will never ever let you fall into the hands of a man who doesn't deserve you, Princess. And who do you think you are to assume this role in my life? Mireille threw the question at him and he moved 3 steps closer to her, closing the space in between them. Mireille gulped down noticeably at his closeness because even as much as he annoyed her, he was freaking good looking. I am your protector, Princess, and I will be your protector for the rest of my life. Flashback ends. Mireille opened her eyes and looked at Dante one more time through the mirror, wondering if he had changed at all from what he had been in high school. But it didn't matter if he was changed or not, did it? What mattered was that she was no longer the high school girl who would let him influence her life and even make decisions on her behalf. She was an adult now and was in a relationship too. She was already too busy trying to avoid the good girl treatment from James, and she was most certainly not going to be made a good girl by Dante Romano. But just how certain was she that she would be able to stop him from assuming the position of a protector once more? Mireille stepped out of the car with Dante holding the door open. She looked at the glorious mansion, her eyes dilating in surprise. Yes, she was used to seeing grand and beautiful mansions, but this one was way grander and more beautiful than any other mansion she had ever seen. You should see the look on your face, Princess. Dante snapped his fingers in front of her face, bringing Mireille back. Have you gotten richer than you were back then? She asked him, and Dante chuckled. Isn't that obvious? And would it not be weird if I did not get richer? James got richer too, didn't he? Dante questioned as 2 men walked up to them. Welcome home, boss, they greeted and took the luggage from Dante. Leave. The 2 men walked away immediately after Dante's words. Let's go in, Princess. Mireille rolled her eyes at his consistent use of the word she did not want to hear.